What's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler, and this is Sean. We are Rendered Reality, and this is Coffee and VR.
We actually recorded that clip after the last show, we did, and I remembered having that, and I was like, I'm gonna play that in the beginning. Tyler's got mad skills.
That was not sanctioned by me by any means to be displayed to the public, but there we go. Thank you for that, Sean.
That was some behind the scenes stuff right there, but I thought it was perfect. I mean, like, I feel like that needs to be the new intro to the show. We just get rid of the little beginning video, and we'll just have you sing us in like every time we do it.
We're not doing singing. No, this is not singing classes. I'm not singing. No.
It was pretty good. No,
it's not. That was horrible. But anyways, welcome to Coffee and VR, everybody. The real way, without me singing. This is what happens after the show. We should just live stream after the show probably sometimes. But anyways, yeah, glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining us. We do have some really cool stuff to talk about today. Not singing involved. I hate you, Sean.
No. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've actually done a proper Saturday morning Coffee and VR.
True,
I mean, I have to apologize some because I know, a lot of people look forward to it on the weekends, and we've been, we've just been crazy busy. Been a lot of stuff going on for both me and Tyler, as well as just in the summertime. Like, I don't know about you guys out there, but like, do you find yourselves like busier and less free time in the summertime than you do in the wintertime? Because I know for me, like, I totally do. I mean, it's nice weather out. You got to mow the grass and do yard work, be outside. Like,
True. And I was outside last night, but you know what the coolest thing was?
What?
We were sitting outside last night, neighbor's house by the fire, and we looked over and somebody was like, "What's that kid doing over there? He's got something strapped to his head." And the neighbor kid over there had a Quest 2 on, and I'm like, "That's awesome." And then the girl beside me, his daughter, was like, "Oh, I have one of those." And I'm like, "Seriously? Like, I didn't know this."
Yeah.
So stuff like that's cool. Sweet. You can get outside, play a little VR if it's not too sunny out, obviously, and you have a Quest 2 or something wireless. But
so the neighbor kid was actually playing outside, like playing in the headset outside.
Yeah, it was evening-ish.
What were they playing? I wonder.
I have no clue. It was the neighbors.
What did it look like they were playing?
Oh, I don't know. That should be a game. We should have some kind of charades game that's guess what this person's playing in VR. And
that's actually that's not a bad idea. We should actually
do that. What if
you
were a dinosaur in the headset and you had to act out a dinosaur? That might actually work.
This is a whole new genre of VR games right here. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty good. But yeah, so the schedule for the Coffee and VR, we're definitely going to try to do some more Saturday mornings like normal. It's just crazy hard in the summertime. Sometimes there's less news. There's more stuff going on. We won't have a Coffee and VR this coming Saturday. I will actually be on vacation, so I'll be out of town, so we won't be able to do one then. But yeah, we'll try to get back to more of a normal routine, hopefully.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How's the basement project? Little update on that. How's that coming along?
Okay. Basement's going good-ish. So countertops are completely held up, except I said if I got to this weekend, I'm going to bail on my original idea, and I'm probably going to do that now. The one 10-foot one I actually have, but the smaller ones I cannot get now currently, and I don't know when they're coming back in stock, so it's actually butcher block. I'm going to shortcut and explain that. So I think I'm going to buy it raw if I can get it in the same materials the other ones, and then stain it the same color and hope that comes out good. I'm sure it will, but it's a little more nerve-wracking. Got that. Yeah. I have all cabinets permanently installed now. I'm just waiting on countertops. I have a sink coming. I have a really cool sink coming. I don't even know if I showed you that. Did I show you? I think I did.
Yeah, you showed me a picture. I haven't seen it. I mean, I saw the picture of it online. But I mean, it's getting really close. I was over there. Me and my wife were over there last weekend or something, I think. It's getting really, really close. I mean, the countertops in the main hold up right now. I saw somebody said, Lightly Toasted said, I thought your basement would be done by now. So sad. And it's really, really close. It's mainly just the hard part about all these stupid manufacturing things that always get held up, and everything's just hard to get still, but it is coming really, really close. And
it is, and I'm doing it literally all myself.
Yeah.
Like, I've had help with drywall, and that is it.
Yeah.
So everything else has been done by me and me alone. So it is a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's a big project. So
it's getting close. Should be really close. We'll have some more videos of that coming up soon. Judge Dredd said, I was working in the projects and kids were outside with one, talking about a Quest 2, about 8 years old. It was awesome to see. So it is really cool to see.
It still amazes me, though, how it can work with kids with the IPD adjustments and stuff, because they have little heads.
Yeah, I have a little head, though. Like my head isn't big either. My IPD is really low, too. But yeah, I wonder, because even like my little nephew plays sometimes, and his, I mean, I've never heard them complain about it looking bad really. So it must, I don't know. I don't know. What is like what's a 5-year-old's IPD? I wonder.
I don't fuzzy.
Fuzzy.
It wouldn't work, man.
Oh man. So let's talk about some stuff and a little bit. Let's talk about Cities VR because this is one we planned on talking about the other week. And you've actually been super into this game. This is your footage of the town that you've been building and stuff. I actually bought this game and I downloaded it and I have not hopped into it yet. And now we have Little Cities VR as well as Cities VR available to purchase now. But you're pretty hooked on this Cities VR. I think this is the one you're going to be sticking with, right?
And it kind of goes back to what we said originally. You know, pre-release to both of these is probably whoever comes to market first might do better. And
Cities
I
VR
still
came
feel
first.
that's true because now I'm invested in Cities VR.
Yeah.
So I get it. You know, if you like that genre, you can always jump over and play that too, which is really cool. And some people like to have two things going at one time as well. I don't know. When I look at the comparison between the two, I feel like Cities VR is more creative in the fact that you can make curved roadways. You can kind of make it your own and figure out your space depending, where it looks like Little Cities is all square roads. Now, I can't speak for that because I have not played it.
I haven't played Little Cities yet either.
From the way it looks, I mean, I love this game. Every inch of it I love. The only thing I wish is maybe we could have got a little bit better like draw distance on some of the graphics.
Yeah.
Because when you have these big spant cities, sometimes it doesn't come into like
and that's
those
tough,
higher resolution.
I mean, with something like this running on the Quest 2, those draw distances and stuff and the textures, that's hard to pull off. You know what I mean?
Look how big this town is. It's crazy. I'm up to like 9,000, population, which is huge. I've actually maxed out my levels now, even growing. And I think I did that in about 8 hours. And I didn't use a lot of the fast forward. And this just by happens to be at night when I took this footage. But you can see, I have issues. I have stuff like my bus transit routes I feel like are lacking, or my stops I need more of because I'm getting people backed up at bus stations waiting. I've got roads that are too congested that I need to try and widen or add more roads. Huh? So you can see here the traffic's backed up. So I know that I have issues with flow of traffic and stuff, and there was a fire going on there, but it couldn't get put out because of the traffic, and the fire truck couldn't get there. So there's things you really have. It's pretty deep. How far this can go with your taxes, which I do show here in a minute. I jacked the taxes up like 24% and let them cry about it.
So it's like real life.
Exactly. Well, that's probably cheap taxes, but yeah,
right.
I mean, it really is involved.
What are gas prices in your city?
429. You're the same city.
No, I'm talking about in Cities VR, not in real life. I know that. I just wanted to complain about it, so I was going to see if it was. I was going to see if I wanted to move to your virtual city instead of my real life city, so I could save on gas. But
probably, I sat on my couch, so it didn't cost me much.
Yeah,
gas.
right.
But it's a great seated game. I mean, you could see just the little details. Like, I mean, it's really cool. I really do like it.
Yeah.
I played it straight. I mean, I played it one night for 5 hours. Couldn't wait to get back and play it the next day. And I haven't had a lot of games do that for me lately. So
yeah,
it's really cool to have that.
How much time do you think you have in this so far with this scope of the world that you have now?
To max my levels at 8,000 people, it probably took me about 8 hours to do without a lot of like fast forwarding and stuff like that. I kind of like to play it as it is in real time kind of deal, but it's super cool. I highly recommend. I really am curious. I should do a poll to see if anybody else has played this.
Yeah, do a poll.
Because it is.
You could do a poll with Cities VR and Little Cities to see what people are thinking back-to-back comparison to. I'm curious what people are thinking which one's better. But I know this game had some complaints when it first came out, and it was mostly like what you're talking about, like the draw distances and stuff like that, and that some people were saying it's not a game that translates. It's not something that you need VR for. Like you could just play it, on a flat screen instead of VR. But I don't know. For me, I feel like this would. I mean, especially just as a seated, relaxed game, I would rather put my headset on and play this and be able to move around the world in a different way than just seeing it on a screen.
I understand. It's nothing you would have to have, but everything is more immersive in VR.
Yeah.
Like tabletop games. Think of Demeo. Like all those things just translate so well where you can go down on the street level and see what's going on. And yeah, you can do that on a flat screen, but when you hear sirens going off over to your right and it's really cool. And I can't can't recommend it enough.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try it. It's on my Quest. It's downloaded. I just have not hopped in. You know, we've played some Population 1, played some Contractors just the other day. But yeah, I definitely need to hop in there. It's just life's been so crazy busy. So even, you know, as far as doing the show, and I haven't had as much VR time as I would like to. And I saw that Me Waters asked about house news for me. And obviously, if you don't know, you know, we sold our house in Virginia, moved back to Ohio, real close to Tyler. We've been looking for another house. We found one that we are currently in the works on getting. We're still doing some back and forth with negotiations and stuff with things from the inspection and everything else. So we're still trying to get that all figured out. If it all works out, it'd be pretty cool. But we'll see. The housing market is just insane right now. Like, it was definitely not a good time for us to sell our house and have to buy another one, because it's just the prices are just through the roof. People are just paying ridiculous amonts of money and bidding wars, and it's a pain in the butt. So
it is. It's a little crazy.
Yeah,
but
we'll see what happens.
Don't change it. Don't change it.
Don't
Hold
change
on.
it. Okay.
I want to. Oh no, I might be a minute from it. I don't know. But
what are you waiting for?
I jacked all the taxes up on everybody.
Oh, that's what you're waiting to do.
Yeah.
So what happens when you do that?
So you can go in and change, like,
you
know, your residential taxes. Oh yeah, I paid off my loan because I saw I hadn't paid it off, so I paid that off. Then I went up and jacked all the taxes up. But yeah, so when you do that, you can change, like, residential, different classes of residential, which you see right here, industrial, because you can have different zones. You have to have different zonings on different properties and stuff. You have to run the pipes. You have to run the electric. I mean, you have to do all kinds of stuff. Super cool. But yeah, when you jack the taxes up right there,
it's only a max at 28% or 30%, something like that.
Yeah, if you go over, like, I feel like 12 to 14%, if you start pushing that, man, they all start crying. But I mean, wouldn't you if you doubled your taxes? I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Everyone would, right?
I mean,
but yeah, you can actually fast forward through the days if you want. It doesn't fast forward the cycles, like the day and night cycles. Those are still running. I forget how long they take, but yeah, super cool. Love it. And then here goes everybody. They're gonna cry about it.
Now I'm looking at the polls. So 6% says love it, 0% hate it, 83% don't have it, and 11% says want little cities.
Wow. Holy crap.
Huh.
Dang, yeah.
All right, so after this poll, let's do a poll of, let's give a key away for either Little Cities or Cities VR, and whichever poll, whichever one wins, we'll just read. I'm just gonna buy it right now. We'll read it off during the live stream to see which one, because I don't know which one people want more, but you definitely recommend this one, right?
Oh, yeah, I highly recommend this. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
sweet.
We'll let that run for a minute, but yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
Go get it though, please.
Yeah, we'll see which one. So can I?
Yep.
It's over now,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I know you wanted to watch your whole gameplay that you played.
Yeah.
You want to know something that actually has me really excited, and it's really silly, and most people probably aren't as excited as me. And me and you didn't even talk about this, so I don't even know if you know that this happened. But does this look familiar to you?
I want to watch sometimes. Yeah.
Right. So does everybody remember this from the early, like, Rift days? This is called Showdown. And what this was, it was just a tech demo. Like, you were literally seated or standing or whatever. You're slowly moving through this world, and there's all these explosions and things flying past you. It just, like, totally gave you a good first impression of VR and what it felt like to have things coming at you and close to you. And this was something that I would put people in all the time for the first time. I would do the... what do they call it? The little robot. First contact. And then I would do this. One of the two all the time. I always put people in this. And people were just blown away by this because you had no controls. You didn't have to do anything. All you had to do was sit there and take in the world that was slowly moving by you with the explosions. Like right here, the car flips over, and like people just loved it. So when I saw this, I was pretty excited, because what this is now is that they're actually using this as a tech demo on the Quest 2. Which this was a PCVR tech demo, to show off what was possible back in the day for the Rift CV1. And now, they're showing that they can make this run on the Quest 2. So it's nothing, too mind-blowing. But for me, I got really excited because I have a lot of good memories with this. And even first time I did it, when I first got VR and the first time I did it and sat through this, I don't even know how many times I went through it. I just thought it was so cool to have all these things moving around. And at the end, the big robot kind of like jumps down into your face, and everybody would always jump. And it's an awesome little experience. So it just got me excited, even though it's nothing groundbreaking.
I know. The other one, excuse me, I always liked was the gun one with the subway, was the first touch like demo.
Yeah, that was actually the beginnings of Robo Recall. I think that was the same.
Well, I think the developer and the guns like controls.
It was the same people. I think it was the same people. That's like their tech demo for Robo Recall, if I remember right. Do you know what it was? Did you say what it was called? I don't remember. I
can't think of it right now.
I don't even know if it showed up in my Oculus library still. But yeah, it was just a real early, and you were like in a train and you picked up the guns, and it was just kind of. I mean, it was really cool. But it's just funny to see some of the real basic stuff that blew our minds in the first days of VR, because right now, you know, that came out in the store and everybody was like, oh, there's a new demo, and hop in. Nowadays, it's probably not all that impressive unless it's, you know, you're new to VR and it's the first time hopping in there, because it just gives you such a good sense of what that physical presence in a sense kind of feels like in the things coming at you and the 3D-ness of it. You know what I mean? Like,
what was the one with the robot that like came down from in the woods and stuff? That leaned way down. There was an early tech demo. It was like a robot that leaned down in the woods and stuff. Huge, like taller than the trees.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
so many good things like I remember from then that were so simple.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy how, but I mean, some of that stuff's just awesome in VR. I don't know.
I know. It's
crazy. I can't keep up with chat though. We got so many awesome people in here. Mash Daddy, Me Waters, VR Wife Life, Anakaze, Spry Guy, Ray Holder, Mepper, Fluke Rogie. I mean, so many awesome people. You're Around Next, Attitude and Actions, all kinds of people. Susan Cottrell, Gaming Science Teacher. It's awesome to do a show again and just see it. That's like, I mean, the show like takes a lot of time. Bullet
Train.
That's what it was. Yes. That's the one that shoot. Yep. That's what it was. But yeah, it's just so awesome to see, because like, you know, the show takes up a lot of time sometimes, but it's like I miss it so much just to be able to like see what everybody's saying in the chat and have everybody just hang out. It's pretty awesome. But
it's cool. It's cool to see the old school VR people that can pull those things. Yeah. You know, that goes back a ways, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, that was 2016, probably. That was when I first got the CV1, and that was, you know, Bullet Train and that Showdown little demo and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty crazy, but.
First Contact still relative, like to this day too, which I think is cool.
Oh yeah, it is. That's still one of the best. Still one of the best things I think to put somebody in VR for the first time, because it really shows them. It shows them the controls. You know, it allows them to pick things up and look at it. You know, it gives you a gun like a dart blaster. You can shoot it. The interaction with the robot, especially somebody's first time, it really feels like that robot you're interacting. Like it waves to you, you wave back. You know, it's just such a neat little experience. That's really cool.
Maple Dan got the other one, was called Lost, the robot one.
I don't remember that one.
I loved that, man. Just the scale of that, like looking up and then feeling like he came down. Oh,
I'm sure I did it, because I'm sure you would have told me you got to try this out, but that one does not ring a bell for some reason to me.
So good.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Awesome. Mash Daddy Cool though with super chat says, awesome to see you guys back. I feel bad that we've been so MIA lately. but
it's hard, man. We got a
lot
going on.
Yeah.
I still have a car to rebuild. I haven't done that yet. Which now you can come help me.
I'm busy.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to do it either.
It's funny, but one of the ones you were talking to me about, and we were talking about a little bit, was the F1 2022, and this is just the regular trailer. But the fact that this is going to have VR support, you know, is pretty epic.
Oh, dude, and the details supposedly in this, like. Even the serial tags, I guess, for the cars that are up under the dash are like all there and everything in VR. And I guess, you know, those immersion things are huge. You know, when you see the little details, especially when you're in a cockpit, you know, that's all you really have right there. But after watching Miami and stuff, I just can't wait, man. That got me so hyped. Yeah. Miami was so cool to watch. And I know that's not like, you don't usually watch that kind of stuff normally, but man, that race was great. I love the track. I mean,
I'll watch bits and pieces of that stuff. Sometimes I don't get super into watching like long races and stuff, but it is cool to watch, especially cars like these, you know, just incredible machines, you know what I mean? And the thing that gets me, whenever I see car game stuff, I always think Y'all 2, and that's what gets me really excited.
Oh, me too.
Once the Y'all 2 comes out in a game like this, in the Y'all 2, you know, that stuff just gets me so excited, because then it just makes you feel so much more like you're in that car and the movements and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I'm definitely
absolutely
really excited. And this comes out June, July? July
1st, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was July something.
I think it's July 1st.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Something like that.
May say right here in a second, but yeah, it should be awesome. Yeah. Looks amazing. And
it really does.
in it.
July 1st. Yep. You can pre-order now. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. But what did so they I just saw an email from y'all too for the Kickstarter, I think yesterday. Did you read through that?
No, I glanced through it. I didn't have time to read it.
Yeah, I kind of glanced through it too.
I know.
Still just ongoing stuff. Moving has started and planned to be finished next week. Getting to the details, metalworking will remain at the previous facility. So they're obviously, they're getting the new facility, moving some stuff over. Hopefully that's going to help production get, up and shipping out. Says we're shipping out y'all twos constantly, and we don't see any reason for suspending this. Fortunately, to all of you who have received their devices, we appreciate any feedback, be it negative or positive, regarding minor such as packaging or major ease of assembly setup points. But they're still only shipping. They haven't started shipping to the U.S. yet, right?
No, not yet.
Because I was like super early backer, and I definitely still haven't got mine. So as far as I know, it's still all the EU and stuff, right?
As far as I know. Supposedly it's coming soon, but yeah.
Can't wait. And also the Lynx
said June.
June for what? Oh, for the y'all too?
Y'all too.
Yeah. Hopefully that's not too far away. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that does.
Got a lot of things coming on the horizon, man.
Yeah.
Lynx R1.
Yeah, I was excited
here in a little bit.
Yeah, I was excited to see the Lynx email that actually wanted you to confirm your shipping information, because whenever I see that, then I get pretty excited, thinking that it's coming pretty soon. And they didn't give an exact date still yet, I don't think, in that update, but they did just do a whole live stream for the Lynx and stuff. And
I'm still scarred.
You wanted it by now, right?
No, I'm scarred from the VR years.
Oh yeah, that was probably one of my worst.
They had my shipping address a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a bummer. But the Lynx is very promising, because we can get into some Cambria stuff here in a little bit, but I still feel like Lynx need to get out into the hands and get that hype around it before anything Cambria actually comes out, before we actually get any raw details on Cambria and release date and all that stuff. They really need to get that thing out, because essentially the Lynx is a lot like what the Cambria is going to be. I mean, essentially, it's very similar in a lot of ways. So, and they're also still working on the partnership with SideQuest, which I think is very exciting, to be able to pull a lot of that stuff from SideQuest in and see where, SideQuest is big. And I know Mash Daddy Cool, did he do the anniversary thing for SideQuest yet?
The giveaway where they were giving away a headset?
Well, they were doing a whole stream for, and I think we were supposed to record some for it, and we haven't got that done yet. I don't know if it already happened yet, or if we missed it. I'm not sure what the deadline was. My life has been crazy, but yeah. So
yeah, I think we'll get into here a little bit. I don't want to get too much into it. But, yeah,
for sure.
Anyways, back to Formula One. It was amazing. I can't wait.
Another one though, racing wise, is Omega Pilot. So this is the same guys that did what's the Z-Race? Yeah, Z-Race. So they talked about doing a cockpit mode, and originally I assumed that they were going to do a cockpit mode in the Z-Race game, and for whatever reason they chose not to do that, but they made a whole different game that is called Omega Pilot, where you can do, the first person in cockpit racing, because the game Z-Race is a lot of fun, and I haven't played this version of it yet. They actually sent us a key for this. I haven't hopped in yet. I do plan on it, because I actually really liked Z-Race and the way that they did things. It actually give you a good sense of speed. So I'm hoping this does as well. Right now it's only on Steam, but they do have plans for a Quest version as well. They said the Quest version is coming soon, so that'll be good. But yeah, I feel like, pretty cool. Definitely arcade racer, but it's, the Z-Race is fun, so I'm hoping this is fun too.
Just the cockpit, the feel of speed, racing, online, a lot of good things. Yeah,
and I think a lot of times in this game, in Z-Race, the reason it gives you that sense of speed is because they put you in like these tunnels and stuff. So you have these tight areas that are around you that are moving by you really fast. So it gives you that sense of speed, because sometimes if it's too open and you don't have objects close to you, in flight games, it doesn't feel fast to me. And like if I'm in a car or a plane or something in VR, I like to feel that sense of speed. If they can trick me into thinking I'm moving fast, I really like that.
Absolutely. So, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
It might be on SideQuest now. I know it might actually, because I know it was on Steam. It might be on SideQuest now. I can't remember, because that says May. Oh, it's not May 12th. What is it? It is past May 12th. What's the date? 14th. So it might be on SideQuest now.
Quake 3 is on SideQuest now too.
Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff on SideQuest.
Yesterday, I think. So
yeah, so much good stuff on SideQuest. I haven't actually hopped on there for a little bit to see what's new. I need to check it out, because always new stuff coming on there. It's really cool. But
everybody coming in late. Thank you for not watching the beginning of the show. I appreciate that.
Thank you for not.
I'm being serious.
Oh my. So there's also another update, another book. What is this, like the fourth book or whatever coming? Yeah, I think the fourth one, The Curse of the Serpent Lord, for Demeo. Resolution Games coming to Demeo, which is pretty exciting. I still don't think I've beat the last one. I know me and Fluke and maybe Gaming Science Teacher played it at one point in time, and it kicked my butt. So these books keep getting hard though. So it's a struggle.
That's
I mean, there's
what we asked for though.
I mean, it's good because it definitely keep you coming back. But man, you gotta have a good team of people, and you gotta really have a strategy for these. But I think this one should be pretty good, just like all the rest of them. I mean, it's an awesome game if you haven't played it yet. I mean, it's not something we've talked about before. It's not something I would normally be drawn to, but once I played it, I was totally excited and loved the game. Me and you've played it quite a bit. Yes. We need to hop back in there. Actually, haven't played this in a little while.
That is a time suck though.
It is.
It's just, for me, it's a lot like Cities VR. Like once I get into it, I could care less how long has passed. I have no clue what time it is.
You don't want to stop. You want to beat it. Yeah. Like you want to beat that book. You don't want to stop. But I think now they should have the cloud saves by now, right? Where you can hop back in. I think they got that update out a little while ago. I believe.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
So at least now, because before you had to get through it or you couldn't jump back in. But Tony Digital said, "Good morning, guys," with that $25 super chat. Goodness gracious, that's awesome.
Morning.
That's gonna help get them new countertops for the basement, huh?
Right. I know. Some stuff has just gone crazy.
It is. Everything's so expensive.
Luckily, I got the price down, but to ship the sink was $178.
Just to ship it?
To ship it.
Holy crap! That's because gas prices are $22 a gallon.
No, it's coming on a semi.
Well, that's because diesel prices are $55 a gallon.
It's insane, man. It was like $280, and I'm like, really? Like that's no.
Yeah. So Me Waters asks, can you play Demeo single player? And you can. If I remember right, it's been a while since I played single player, but if you play single player, you have the characters and you play all of the characters, I think, if I remember.
Is that
right.
what it?
Isn't that what it was?
I don't think I've ever tried to play it single player.
I have. It's just been a while. It was when it first came out. Any other time, I've always hopped in with other people. But it is possible. It definitely is possible to play single player. But I recommend playing with friends. If you want to play sometime, hopefully I get some time here soon. Just hit me up. I would love to jump in. I'm sure we could get Fluke Rogi and Gaming Science Teacher in there again. It's an awesome game. And even if we want to play the new book too. So.
These are like my go-to like recommendations. This Walkabout, like there's some staples across the board. Like,
yeah, I agree.
Super hot. Like, oh.
Yeah, there's definitely those games that just are easy to recommend. Lightly Toasted super chat.
Cheers,
$2 super chat. It says, "Hey, you with the little dancing thing." Thank you for that.
Cheers,
Paradise Decay with a $2 super chat as well said, "Red out free on Epic. Add VR to unlock VR mode." That's good stuff. Nice. If you ever want a game, if you ever have a game that you're like, man, I really want to play this flat game in VR, you should probably go to Paradise Decay's channel and search through because he probably has a video on it, whether it be, a VR mode or a VR mod or what's that program he uses all the time? I can't think
Vorpex?
Yeah, Vorpex, whether it's Vorpex. I mean, he's big into those, playing the flat games in VR, getting them working, tweaking them out. I mean, he's all about that, so definitely check it out.
Lightly Toasted said something, and I do want to address this because it is a concern, but not a concern of mine. He said, as PCVR guy only, which he is PCVR dead due to Quest, and can that be countered? I think we are going to see a divide where the Quest and these mobile platforms are going to be the simpler, more mobile games, and where we see these high-end games come out like Half-Life Alyx or Fallout 4 or these big mods for games are going to be PC-minded. So I think the more complex, longer playtime, better-looking games are going to go the way of PC, and then these simpler games are going to go the way of Quest. Now, we are seeing
and that's
more
what we've seen,
complex-ish games on Quest, but nothing epic. You know what I mean?
I mean, the problem, it all comes down to money. I mean, the problem is that the Quest is where the money is. So it's hard for these developers.
In developing, though, the optimization you have to be on Quest to have a game where you have the overhead on PC that you
but
can
they make it
a little
pretty easy to to get those games onto the Quest. I mean, it's hard because Half-Life Alyx to me is still the best VR game ever. And you're not going to play that on the Quest. That's a PCVR title. Yep. So for me, I love the PCVR titles. At the same time, I love my Quest because I can quickly throw it on, play a game. If I'm playing Pop 1, I play that on the Quest all day long. I don't play the PCVR version because it's not that much different. But it's just hard because there's so much money to be made on the Quest platform. If you're a developer and you obviously you have overhead costs and you're trying to make as much money as you can, and VR's been hard for developers to make money on since the beginning. It's getting better and better all the time. But I mean, they're definitely going to Quest because that's where the money is. So it's really hard. I mean, I don't think PCVR is dead, but it's definitely not the focus. So it's really hard. Like, I don't know how many more Half-Life Alyx kind of games we're going to get. You know what I mean?
I think we're going to see more additions to flat games that way. So games that are designed to be played flat with true VR ports or VR added on, like we're seeing with F122.
Yeah, I mean, because that...
We're going to see that more where they add VR in. So and who said that in chat? Roar said that simulators will remain on PCVR because they take so much PC power to operate those. We're not going to see anything high quality on a mobile headset for a while. So anything with that, and like Fluke said, mods are huge.
Yeah, that's definitely helped. Like he said, that's helping the PCVR side. Yeah, keeping it alive. I totally agree. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of VR mods for games, and that's been helping, I think. But
right, and yes, and somebody said we might get Half-Life Alyx on Quest 4, and yeah, the more processing power we get in these smaller chips and stuff as time goes on, we may. But can you imagine what we're going to see down the road then for PC?
Yeah,
that's still going to make it look like Half-Life Alyx will look like a kid's game compared to what we see in 5-10 years.
Yeah,
and we're going to see what we saw in that Unreal Engine demo for UE5 that they were showing for the VR stuff.
Yeah,
we're going to start seeing stuff like that. So,
and there's still I mean, if you watch Steam, there's still constant flow of PC VR games coming to Steam. Now, whether those are good or not is another story. But I mean, there's still people working on them. It's hard because if they want to make the good money, they want to go to the Quest platform because there's just not as many people buying PC VR games. There's not as many people with PC VR capable computers and index headsets or whatever it may be as there is with people with Quest 2. Just like you saw neighbors outside playing their Quest 2 headset outside. I mean, there's a lot of kids now that have gotten Quest 2 headset as gifts and stuff like that don't have PCVR capabilities.
The only thing I will say is the Quest 2 is like a gateway drug to the next step.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, now I have a VR headset. I only have to now buy a computer, even though it's a big investment.
Yeah.
When you get into VR that much, you're like, wait, I want to play these other amazing games and mod maps and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You can buy a PC, use your Quest 2, stream, play it, done. You know what I mean?
The problem is still the price. I mean, the price of the stuff for PC capable or VR capable PC is still through the roof. Graphics cards are just ridiculous. So,
that's what I was just going to say. The GPUs is really what's keeping the PC price.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, I've been wanting to upgrade my GPU, but I don't want to spend that much money. Like, it's still capable right now. It's like, why do I put out that much money when something better is going to come out soon anyways? Not that I'm going to be able to get that either because of availability and pricing, but so I don't know. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I pick up my Quest 2 and I mean, I play less PCVR now, than I used to. Even when Quest came, when Quest 1 came out,
you're right.
I barely played just standalone Quest stuff. It was still mainly all PCVR stuff. And now it's kind of flipping for me, but we get so many new titles that are good titles out on the Quest 2 all the time too.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the last time I fired up my index. Truthfully,
Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life. It was me. I mean, I had a family over here a couple weekends ago, and I put
but even that,
my wife's cousin.
It to the Quest 2.
Well, it was on the Quest 2, but it's PCVR, so I was wirelessly streaming it to the Quest 2. But it was still, I mean, Half-Life Alyx with all the mods in Half-Life Alyx and different games you can play on there. That game is just, I love it. It's so good. It's just so good. But since we're talking about PCVR, though, there is a PCVR trailer that we can talk about. And this is called Wandering in Space. And this is a game that is supposed to be coming up here pretty soon to Steam. It is a first-person shooter, like roguelike kind of game. And it looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's a high-budget game. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a super big budget game. And there's a little bit of jank and stuff you see in the trailer. But it looks like it has some potential and could be pretty good. But, I mean, this is obviously a PCVR title. I don't think there's any talk about Quest for this one. But, yeah. I mean,
it's Steam date is this year sometime. I can't even translate when it is.
Coming soon. It just says coming soon.
To something, but it could have potential, and hopefully it does. I mean, the graphics and world-wise looks really good. Be curious to see how it does. But yeah, I'm always up there. We can have shockers all the time come out and be like, holy crap. I mean, look, inventory, backpack.
Wander. This is Wandering in VR, but was it Wander? What was the game that just came out not long ago that was...
Wanderer?
Wanderer. Yeah. I mean, that was an awesome game. That game's a really good game, and that's, you know, PCVR, and that was that was kind of a shocker game that came out. And everybody's like, wow, and it was really good. So I mean, they're still coming, but just, you know, the focus is definitely Quest. But the bad thing about this one is it is single player. So they're saying it's a single player game that combines RPG and roguelike elements. The story happened in 2598. The Earth's environment is worsening, reaching a tipping point. At the same time, a doomsday virus infected either died or variations of human resources of the federal government in the last Earth and the Earth's orbit. So yeah, I mean, it says many scattered pieces of colonial satellite spacecraft will survive partial migration to the space, human health from viruses and pollution. And so, I mean, it's got potential, I think.
Potential. Unknown.
I don't have super high hopes, but it's got potential.
It looks like Halo. There you go. That was
the guns. The first time I saw it, I was like, those guns look like Halo guns for sure. So,
hey, whatever. Give me Halo and VR. I'm in.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
For sure. Can we talk about what I really want to talk about?
What? Oh, dude, the anticipation for this was the hype for us of knowing what was going on in the background was so real, and it was definitely all worth it because it is so perfect. I'm sorry.
It's pretty freaking amazing.
Sorry. Go for it. I don't care.
I'm going to play it.
It's so good, though.
Does anybody know what this is yet? I'm sure some people know. So if you know, we're big Contractors fans. We're big Gunstock fans. You know, we've used a lot of different Gunstocks over the years, starting with a cheap Amazon Gunstock that we used in the early days, the CV1. We've been using the Mamut Apto 2.0 for a long time. Well, this is their next iteration, and this is what they're calling the Mamut Apto Wasp. And this thing is freaking gorgeous. I love the look of this thing. So it's got carbon fiber tubes, machined aluminum connecting pieces, and shoulder pad, cheek rest, tons of adjustability. It is, I mean, I don't even want to use it. I just want to hang it on the wall. That's how good it looks. So, I mean, it's definitely like a conversation piece, but
it's so dope though. I mean, yeah, the adjustable butt and cheek rest are so cool. But yeah, the butt of the stuff.
It's so good.
It's so good. It really is.
I mean, these machined aluminum pieces are so nice. Like, I mean, I just love these things. I mean, it's so rigid and sturdy as well. And one thing that I do actually like about it with the aluminum pieces is that this Gunstock actually has a little bit more heft to it than the regular all plastic Gunstock or 3D printed Gunstock. So for me, like, I like that little bit more heft. It just makes me even more feel like I'm really holding something when I'm playing VR. I mean, this thing is, it's so good.
Yep.
And if you're used to, go ahead.
Roy just said, why carbon fiber? Don't you want your gun to have proper heavy mass? It does feel heavy. Once the controllers are on it and everything, it does feel heavy.
It's got some heft to it. And it's not like it's too heavy where it gets like annoying because it's, you know, wearing you out as you're playing. I haven't noticed that. It just feels like you're holding something high quality is what I felt like when I was holding it. It just feels like something that has some heft to it a little bit, but not too much. I mean, it feels really good. So every other Gunstock I've used is pretty lightweight. You know what I mean? You don't really feel like you're holding, I never really thought too much about it, but then holding this one and playing with this one as you know, you're low ready and you're bringing it up and it's like, man, this feels really good. So, I mean, this is available to order right now on the website. There is a link in the description below. With these Gunstock, here's a little bit of work to put them together, as you can see in the video here. This one has like an actual metal cog pieces that go in between, and those are real tight fits. So at first we were like, what, are these supposed to be that tight? Right. They are tight. You put them in there and then the bolt kind of cinches it all together, but they're all adjustable. I mean, it's just very high quality.
No movement.
Yeah, I mean, most Gunstocks you're going to see, a lot of them out there are actually 3D printed pieces. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with that, but this is definitely on another level of quality and feel. You know, there's really no flex in it. Like when you're playing, you know, the plastic joints or anything that maybe you've had in other Gunstocks, you feel a little bit flexed and stuff. I don't feel the flex in this at all. Like, I mean, it is solid. It's a solid piece. I love it.
And we highly recommend this kind of like angled bit to it, how we kind of angled some of these joints. If you ever are putting one together, we highly recommend doing that. Seems to work really well. And then make sure your controller joints are so they can tip forward in case you want to angle your controllers forward a little bit. Other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, and we did add actually.
Like a Lego.
I don't know if it's supposed to be this way, but on the buttstock, we did add another, so like the little adjustable collar pieces right here, we added, I think it's just supposed to have one on the bottom, but we added one on the top too, so you can really make this like more of a sturdy piece, you know what I mean?
Cinch it down,
you can cinch it down in there, and you can adjust the buttstock out, in or out, the cheek rest up or down to really, you know, dial it into what's comfortable to you. And if you haven't used a lot of gun stocks, it definitely takes some time to tweak it to where it's comfortable, and then you just got to take some time to get the muscle memory down. But I mean, it is for pulling up your shots, and you're right on, you know, with your holographic sight or whatever sight you're using. I mean, it's your quickness of getting up and getting on target is so much better. The feeling of having something against your shoulder really feels like you're holding something in VR, like you're holding a firearm. It's just so good.
The second we put this together, I'm like, dude, let's go play Contractors.
Yeah.
Like that, it's one of those things, man. It gives you those feels when you're in VR. Like the gun you see in the game, if you play a shooter, the one you're looking at in VR, you feel like you're holding it. Yep. Because you have that 1-to-1 of it, and putting it up against your shoulder.
Yep. And with Contractors, you have the gun stock calibration, so you can perfectly line up your in-game gun with the gun stock, which is so good. It's just so Contractors and this Mamut Gunstock like are the ultimate combination of VR if you like shooters, if you ask me. And the fact that I have all the mod maps now, with all the Call of Duty maps and stuff in there, it's just such a good game. And this Gunstock is awesome. I mean, we love Gunstocks anyways. You know, we've talked about Gunstocks for a long time. And when we saw the first renditions of what was coming for this with that, you know, bronze goldish colored machined aluminum and the carbon fiber tubes, I mean, it looks like a piece of art. Like, I love the way this thing looks.
So it's a good comparison. Fluke was talking about how it's like with HOTAs and stuff for flight sims, like same as that, or having a steering wheel for a racing game. It is no different than that.
Yeah.
So, cannot recommend it.
Yeah, I mean, if you like shooters like Contractors and stuff, you know, it's so, I mean, same with what's
Pavlov.
Pavlov, yeah. And what's the other one? I was trying to think of the other one. The military style shooter. My brain Onward, yeah. Same thing with those. I mean, excellent tool for those kind of games. And it's just really a peripheral that really just adds to the gameplay. It's going to make I think it's going to make your shooting a little bit sharper, a little bit quicker. I mean, it does have cons too. You know, reloads maybe a little bit slower. So it's not like some people's like, oh, you're using a gun stock, you're cheating. Like, I don't look at it that way. I mean, it's just like, I mean, it's just something that holds your controllers. It's not like it's a mod that you're hacking the game, and, you know, it's nothing like that. But I mean, and there's people that don't use a gun stock that are way better than me with a gun stock still. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like it makes you that much better, but it really adds to the gameplay if you ask me. But
so Lincoln Clay must have heard me talking about racing sims.
Yeah. Yeah, his radar went off and he popped in.
Dude,
thank you for that super chat. That was awesome.
Definitely check out. He's getting a dope setup too. He's got the full rig and everything now going on.
He's going all out.
I know, man. Yeah. I know.
Pretty awesome.
Oh, I know.
Good
I was watching him race the other day after Miami because I was like, the feels were just there for racing, and notification popped up that he was streaming, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in.
See what he's playing.
I want to get on the track.
Good
Wish
stuff.
I could. I have nothing set up though right now. It sucks so bad because I tore down my wooden little sim rig that I made, so I have nothing at the moment.
Hopefully that y'all two be here soon. Hopefully.
I know.
I don't know, man.
But
I hope so.
PD's giving out games in chat. Cheers, man.
Oh, do a poll. Which one do we want? Little Cities or Cities VR? Let's do a poll.
I did. It was Cities VR was 68%.
So we're giving away Cities VR?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. I'm going to go buy
Some people said both.
Jeez.
Zero Caliber. Zero Caliber. Man, I love
Zero Caliber's good too. That's a good game.
It's a great game.
Yeah.
And I enjoy playing that game just for their 4-player co-op. I really do like it. It plays really well.
A gunstock actually works really well in that game too. There's no gunstock calibration, at least not the last I knew, but I've played that quite a bit. Every time, like especially when it first came to Quest, I was playing it a bunch. I was using a gunstock with that game.
It is a good game. I never think of it for some reason. I really don't.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna buy this code for Cities VR. Let me.
I'm gonna take it. I want
it. You already have it.
Yeah, but I could have 2 cities going at one time.
Oh my
goodness. Back and forth.
You're a freak.
Whatever. Leave me alone, Ed.
Oh, Rizzle Rock, what's up, man?
Justin.
He said, "Y'all two waiting fun to buy a coffee while you wait, Tyler."
Dude, you have no idea. I want to live. I'm literally gonna live in that thing. And then they're gonna have that like grandma rocking chair thing. So
I might
put me to sleep once I'm done. Oh,
I might sleep in that.
Oh, I'm done.
That'd be fantastic. Oh, here we go. I got it.
Awesome.
Came through my email quick. Y'all ready for
That
this?
was fast. Sometimes
Don't
it takes
bleep
like
me through,
10
Tyler.
minutes.
All right, so this is
I can do that still.
This I shouldn't have reminded you. This is for Cities VR. This is an Oculus Quest code. Oh man, look at the drama. This is an Oculus Quest code, and to redeem this, you're gonna want to go to Cities VR on your app, your Oculus app, and then you're gonna want to hit redeem gift. That's how you get this code. It's a gift code, so make sure you do that. You ready? It's 36TR6. No, I messed that up. Let me start over. 36T6R.
Delete.
XQ, put your phone down, XXK, T7, PXR, FWCH, J, that's a really long code, 79KG, Apple. That's what it is. So let me know if you got it. Put it in the chat. You ain't putting it in there. You're an idiot. That's so stupid.
I already have it.
You would need like another Oculus account to even redeem it since you already have it.
True.
Goofball. So yeah, whoever gets it, let me know who got it, and then let me know what you think of it. Let us know what you think of it if you like it.
Dude,
if you get it,
I know what they're gonna think of it. It's so good, man.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
you hear the sirens going off, or people are complaining, and
yeah,
makes you nervous. Like when stuff starts going bad, it goes bad fast. Don't Don't put what's that saying? Don't put the sewer too close to the something or other. Something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
Something like that. I don't know either, but I'll just say because I was killing people.
Rizzle Rock said start over. Thomas McNostril said I'm so late. Oh, somebody must have got it. Chris9989 said someone was really fast. Oh, Rattlehead9026 got it. He said thanks. Awesome. Let us know what you think of the game because I haven't played it yet, and Tyler's telling me how awesome it is. So I gotta find out if I can believe his thoughts on the game or not. So you gotta let me know. So, what do you think about this one? Ultimechs VR from Resolution Games, same people that did Demeo and a bunch of other games. But what do you think about this? It's kind of what's that game? What's that? Knock. It was Knock. Yeah, Knock. It reminds me of that, and that was a really popular game too. Really fun game.
It reminds me of I can't think of it now. The original one that did this.
I don't know.
On Xbox.
Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of all based off that, ultimately. But yeah, I think they're great games. I just Maddie, who I was with last night, she said, she still gets into First Contact because she loves that, and she's playing lacrosse. So I'm like, oh, you got to pick up Knock. Like, you'll love that.
Yeah.
It gives you those like kind of feels a little bit. She's like, oh yeah, I might have to do that. So this reminds me of that as well. Yeah, it's just kind of how it goes. Things that have worked on flat, I think everyone's trying in VR now.
Yeah. I mean,
but these work great.
Yeah, I mean, with Knock, that was actually a really fun game, and it didn't look, watching the trailer on that, it didn't look like much at all. But this obviously graphically, is a little bit more high tech, but yeah, it looks like it could be, and it's definitely like an arena, multiplayer, esports kind of a game, right? Like, this could definitely turn into an esports kind of a thing, that people are getting super big into this game and going at it, and you streaming it, watching people go crazy.
I think there should be some type of tournament that like you have to play 4 or 5 different types of team games, like 1 round in this game, 1 round in this game, 1 round in that, and see who comes out. Like, I think that would be cool. Because then it's not say for VR. Yeah, it's not just one game.
It's not just who plays this game ridiculous amounts and is so good at it they're going to destroy everybody. You got to be good at multiple games, not just one.
Ultimate VR.
And that's, even that's hard to do because like I can do really, really good in Contractors, but I've never been that good in Population 1. I love Population 1, but I've never been as good as I am in Contractors in Population 1. It's just two different. Like the kills, I'm not as good at getting kills in Population 1 as I am Contractors, but Dark Angel. $6.50 super chat. Thank you. She said, Warrior needs coffee badly. Everybody needs coffee badly.
I'm going hard on coffee.
We did a coffee flight. I put it in the Discord in the mugshots. We went to this one place and had a coffee flight, and it was awesome. It was really, really good. That was really fun. We've also been doing a tour of coffee where like there's this app that there's it's the something coffee tour of Stark County or whatever, and you go to all these local coffee places and you scan this thing when you're there, and it like enters you in for this thing. It's been a lot of fun. So big coffee fans, if you didn't already know.
VR triathlon, I like it. Yeah. Everyone else likes it too. Let's do it.
It's a good idea. It really is a good idea because anybody can be, anybody can be really good at one game. right? Like,
Right.
I mean, there's tons of people that are ridiculously good at one game, but to be ridiculously good at multiple games with your team, everybody being as good, you know what I mean? Like that's an interesting thought.
Just throw out free ideas like this,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, why not?
What games? I don't even know what games I would think that would be good.
Yeah. Something
shooter,
like that,
a
a shooter
sitting game,
yeah, like it'd be like a
puzzler
combo
or something. Yeah,
combo of different kinds of games like that. Arena game, shooter game.
Be awesome.
That'd be sweet.
I'm in.
Oh, Mark, which we had on our show,
I know.
the last Coffee and VR that we did. Mark was on there, special guest. Big thanks to him again. That was a ton of fun. Hopefully he'll come on again. But this is him with his face blurred out, playing some Project Cambria, showing us the color pass through experience, which definitely a very simplified game, but shows you the potential of what Project Cambria.
Sure does.
It's so funny they blur the headset out, but then they show you like the rendered edition of it at the end. Like, was this just a publicity stunt to blur out the headset?
So, can I speak my big thing on this?
Sure.
This does not excite me at all. And it makes me nervous about this whole thing that they've released that they're showing.
Just because it's blurred out. That's what makes me nervous.
No.
Does he really have a head?
Okay, there's a reason why they do everything, right? Facebook has a reason why they've put this out there. My fear is they're afraid they know the Lynx is going to ship and that they have a comparable thing. So they want to get their information out there. The second thing that scares me is Lynx has showed this off like a year ago doing this and more.
And this is even this little game thing. It's a similar thing to what they showed as a demo that comes out on the Lynx as well.
Right. And the fact that they are now coming to us feels like they're doing it because they're scared or they need to get something out there. Why wouldn't they have shown this off at something that was more VR related, like the gaming showcase? Why now? This isn't anything they haven't had ready and done. There's nothing groundbreaking they're showing us here.
No.
And then the fact that, is this just going to be more of a commercial thing? Because all they do, like an enterprise-ish more, because that's what they're saying it's more going to be. And that scares me a little bit too. So I'm just, there's a lot of things about this I'm not really too excited.
I mean, they're definitely saying this is like a workflow-based headset, that it's not meant for gaming and like all this other stuff, which is disappointing to me because although it'd be cool to do some workflow in it, ultimately what I think sells headsets is the gaming aspect of it, right? I mean, that's what people are really looking for. Showing the potential
and the future stuff off and all of that. Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't think the workflow stuff is really cool, but that's probably not the main reason I would want to buy it. You know what I mean? I want it because I want to play some cool games in mixed reality, AR, VR. I want, all of that. And that's one of the things that I get excited about Lynx for, is because it's going to give us that true AR experience with, color pass through and all that, which is also what they're, trying to do with the Project Cambria as well. And this is a trailer showing like the mixed reality stuff with started showing the Quest 2, and then it goes into some Cambria stuff here later in this trailer. But
Alex VR in chat said, I don't think Facebook is scared of anyone. Apple?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that they're necessarily scared of anyone, but anytime a company always has to pay attention. Yeah, they always have to pay attention what everybody else is doing. Obviously Apple has more of a bankroll and possibility to come out with something to blow Facebook out of the water. Lynx is a small company, but it's still taking a piece out of the pie, which is already not a very big pie to begin with when it's compared to other industries. But so I don't know that they're necessarily scared of them, but they probably are aware of what the Lynx is. I'm sure they follow it as well. I'm sure they know that they're getting closer to shipping. So I'm sure that plays a role in everything they do, just like you said. They want to tease something, throw something out there like, hey, look at this amazing color pass-through. And that's really all they're telling us right now, is the fact that it has awesome color pass-through, which we knew it was going to. I mean, we've been saying that for a long time. The next Quest or whatever they come out with is going to have color pass-through. Still not sure why they didn't just go ahead and put the color pass-through in the Quest 2, because it could have done all of this as well with better cameras, with color pass-through. You know what I mean? Like, you almost didn't even need a separate headset for this. right? I mean, you could have done this with the Quest 2 to begin with if they would have wanted to put the camera technology in it. But
the other cool thing that Facebook will do with this too is they're going to take all of your room scans and upload them to themselves and sell that information too. So
right.
That is a whole other thing that I'm sure they're scared of with Lynx, is that you won't have things like that. So those
Lynx
things
will be
they can't compete with.
Lynx will be much more open flat platform. And if Lynx can come out here pretty early, pretty soon before, you know, the Cambria, then we can start building a library and people making things for it. I mean, the thing is Facebook Oculus has a lot more money, so they're going to be able to pay developers to make something solely for the Cambria, and that's probably what they're going to do. But it'll be interesting to see what this thing actually is geared towards when it comes out. Obviously, I know it's going to be more workflow stuff, but they're going to have to, I mean, obviously the first thing they showed you that Mark was playing was a game, you know what I mean? So there's going to be some kind of stuff like that. So is it really, like you said, is it going to be business oriented? Is it going to be priced competitively for the consumer market? You know, I know people were talking about like $700 or $800, and then there was talk about it's going to be a lot more than that. I don't know. Like, what's the price point that people are going to buy this thing?
At this point, I don't even know if I care anymore. Like at first I'm like, oh, when this thing drops, I'll probably buy it right away.
I probably still will. I'm a sucker.
I don't know. I mean, if I had a Lynx and this, I mean, what am I going to go in there and go in Horizon or something?
Yeah, no.
Like Horizon Worlds and walk around and so people can see my face move? I don't know. I
mean, that's cool. That technology, I don't know if that'll be in Cambria for sure or not. All that face tracking technology and realistic avatars. Hopefully that is in there. That does excite me actually. But yeah, I don't know.
They talked about that with it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm a sucker. I'm going to go buy it as soon as it comes out. Alex VR said $799. If they can keep it at the $799 price point, I think that would be really good. That's my hope for it, is like $699, $799, that price range. I think that will sell a decent amount, even if it is focused more towards workflow stuff. I think people are going to buy it at that price. If it's like $1,400, $1,200, it's going to be a whole lot harder to swallow that pill. But I mean,
sure.
I don't know. I mean, the full color pass-through is cool. That's been something we've been saying for a long time that needs to happen, because even like the black and white crappy camera pass-through on the Quest 2, it still shows some potential for some things with the mixed reality stuff. And it's obviously not there yet with those cameras, but I think it is, even the workout thing here where you see the virtual workout, like, and you work out in your own space and it feels like you're there because you see your actual space in color, in better quality. That kind of stuff is cool. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It is.
I don't know. I want to know the price. I want to know the release date. I think it says later this year, right? That's what everybody's saying, which is what we expected anyways. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still just too amped about the Lynx.
I am too. I'm really excited about
this at this point. I thought they were going to be a one to toe to toe, and they probably will be, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's still gonna be hard. I mean, when this does release, it's still probably gonna be a pretty big blow to Lynx just because of the name behind it and the advertising money and you know what I mean. The money of what is behind the Cambria is gonna be a lot more to get it to make it aware for people to use. You're going to see commercials probably on TV like you have Quest 2, where Lynx, you're not going to see those, you know what I mean? But I definitely like to support the smaller company in Lynx. What they've been doing is awesome, and I'm really excited for it to come out, and I hope they do really well. You know what I mean? It's a headset that we backed early on and we're excited to get, but so yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. Alex VR said my limit would be $999. What's up?
Yeah, I know that people are saying that the prices have been sort of disclosed and stuff, and it's going to be higher than 800.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So I hope not, though. Like, I don't know. I mean, they got money; they can subsidize that thing. Right? I mean, those colored
maybe that is
can't be that much money. But
yeah, they just give them away.
Yeah. Let's talk about this.
I know. Which one? Is it? Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, jeez. This freaking thing.
This is awesome. Everybody wants this.
Ridiculous. I know.
It's actually, if you watch the actual trailer, though, and some of the stuff it talks about, it is kind of cool. I mean, obviously a very small purpose, like, and not something you would want to game in all the time, but it essentially restricts your breathing in a sense. So like when you're blowing on a harmonica, you feel the restriction of blowing through the harmonica. It also measures the flow of your breathing or your breath or whatever. So like to blow out candles or to blow up a balloon, or there was one where they have like these weighted boats in water and you have to blow on them to get them to go, but one's heavier, so you have to blow harder. Obviously, very weird use case, essentially.
If it's smoky, it'll be hard to breathe, stuff like that. I know. I mean, I think it's cool for training stuff. Yeah, I get it. I totally understand.
Training stuff's awesome. Stuff,
It really is. Yeah, absolutely. But for the Joe Schmo, I don't know. But I guess be interesting, though. I mean, could you imagine if like your character was out of breath and like you got restricted?
Yeah, like in a shooter game, like, you know, how they'll limit the sprint, like you can only sprint so long. So like if you were sprinting so long and then it got hard to breathe and you couldn't sprint anymore, like that would be different. It'd be interesting. I don't know. Might work. You keep freezing every once in a while.
I feel like it's a lawsuit waiting to happen though if people were using it. Couldn't breathe or something.
Obviously, this isn't a product that's going to come out and be on like Best Buy shelves and stuff. I mean, it's never going to happen. That's true. But I mean, some of these things are kind of fun to see what people come up with and the ideas of, you know, things that they do. But obviously, this isn't going to be a mainstream product for sure. Right. But it is interesting. Not something I would try it. It'd be cool to try for some of these little demo experiences, but not something I would ever really use. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
What? Oh, Paradise Decay said, if you ever see Tyler wearing this and on his bungee setup, you know he's up to no good. Can you imagine walking downstairs and you're in the bungee strapped to the ceiling and with this thing on your face and a Quest headset?
I mean, I guess.
And I would have to play the guessing game of what you're playing.
Right. I mean, you never know. If it came down to it, maybe I was trapped. Oh my.
Man. So this is what you need for VR apocalypse survival gear. That's like what was in the title was the gas mask VR thing and a Mamut Apto Wasp. That's what you need for VR apocalyptic survival.
Right.
That's all you need.
To fight off those VR zombies.
Exactly.
Come get me in the metaverse.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
That's right. Oh man, I've missed doing this show. I forgot how much fun this was. In all honesty, though, it's just ridiculous and it's fun. And this is Tyler's other excitement.
Holographic glasses for virtual reality.
All kinds of weird stuff.
Paper.
Which one? Oh
weird
yeah,
looking stuff, at least.
Holographic glasses.
These glasses, yeah.
A holographic near-eye display system.
Who wouldn't wear those?
Yeah, I'd wear
like
those
a
out
freaking rabbit.
Absolutely right.
With a device thickness of just.
But no, the technology
holographic glasses are composed of the following core components.
With these like hologram reflective lenses, which they're showing here.
Thick,
to be able to get something so thin.
Yeah, the thinness.
To be able to use in the future.
2.5 millimeters thick. That's pretty
glasses
impressive.
For virtual reality.
I mean, that
paper.
If we could get headsets like that,
holographic glasses.
In glasses.
A holographic near-eye display system that offers 2D and 3D.
You wouldn't even notice these, right?
To each eye.
Other than these, what is the thing that goes off the top?
Just a few millimeters.
The ribbon cable. The ribbon cable off of
the following core components.
The screens and stuff.
In this paper,
I mean,
but they're not even connected.
Oh,
so it's gonna connect. So it must connect to something when they're actually using it, obviously. So like the compute power and everything isn't okay. When I first saw it, I was like, I don't understand. Like, what's the point of that? But that makes sense. They're obviously plugged when they're using it. It's plugged into something else. But
and this is done from Nvidia and the backing with Nvidia, which we also know is working with Lynx too. So you never know where some of this could end up.
That is true.
Of just a few millimeters.
Which makes me think
holographic glasses are composed of the following.
It is. I love to see that they're trying to push this type of technology as well, and just not like the compute power and stuff like that. The silicon chips.
I mean, anything that we can push VR and AR to get smaller form factor, I'm all about.
Mute sound on clip. Is there sound on this?
Paper.
Is there?
We propose holographic glasses.
Shouldn't be.
A holographic near-eye.
Whoops, haven't done that in a long time. I don't know what that is. So it was probably just them talking.
Blasting people out.
My bad. We haven't had that happen in a long time. I'm glad somebody said that. I didn't even realize, but but anytime we can get the form factor thinner, and this is really just test bed stuff that they're messing with. This is totally not something that they're pushing out to the public. This is just testing stuff with the holographic stuff. They said the quality really isn't there yet. It's not comparable to other headset stuff at this point, but it's all just testing phase of trying things out, see what works, what doesn't work, taking pieces and parts from one thing to another. So, but I think it's definitely pushing the technology forward. You know what I mean?
It is. And small form factor.
Yeah, that's the biggest
thing. We know that. And the smaller the stuff gets, the better, and has been. So, yeah.
Yeah, VR Splinter Cell. It does kind of look like some Splinter Cell style glasses, but
Splinter Cell's dead. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody's saying about muting the video. Sorry about that. My bad. I apologize. I'm an amateur. I haven't done this show in a while. Oh man! But what else we got? What else we got?
Gotta do it every once in a while. Better than me singing.
We make sure people are awake. That's all.
Trying to think. Thinking what else I had.
Rizzle Rock with this $5 super chat said, "Bring back the weekly show. My Saturdays are so much better."
I know, man. I know. We are trying, and it's been chaotic for us.
It has been.
We are actually trying.
So we'll definitely try to get back more into a swing. We won't be back this following Saturday though because of being on vacation. But yeah, we will try to get back into more of a regular swing. And it's hard too when there's not a whole lot of like awesome stuff to talk about. You know, sometimes in the summertime it slows down so much that you're really like digging to find something worth talking about that's somewhat exciting, you know what I mean? But we've had some pretty exciting stuff. I mean, there's some other stuff that we haven't talked about that I had in my notes for previous shows that we didn't end up doing. But the big screen update has native YouTube support in big screen now, which is pretty awesome. After the fall updates, I mean, they've been pushing those out a little bit more regular now, so that's pretty good. I mean, the F1 2022, we talked about that. Cities VR and Little Cities, those are both out now, as well as there's another game that came out this week that I haven't tried, and I don't know if anybody has played it yet. We can see if anybody in chat has played it. It just released. Let me pull up what it was. Why does everybody's Oculus app load really slow?
Can we fix the install speed of games and how that all operates on the Quest?
Yeah, sometimes that's a pain. I think you have more issues than I do, though. I don't know. I mean, the install speed is pretty slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or how it updates. Like, I feel like nothing automatically updates for me.
I feel like mine does if my headset's on. And it's like if I turn my headset on and I just leave it on for a while, it seems like some stuff updates, but not all the time.
Overnight or
not all the time.
I don't know. Right.
So, but the one I was going to ask about was Blaze Rush Star Trek. That came out on Oculus this week for $14.99. Looks kind of interesting. A little bit different. Another one that actually came out
the old one was awesome.
Yeah.
I love the old one.
Was there an old one? What was it?
It was great.
Blaze Rush on. Yeah, I thought I recognized the name.
Was that on Go?
Was it?
I think that was on Oculus Go.
Maybe.
I think I had that. I forget.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was awesome though.
I haven't played it though. I haven't played it. So that's out on Quest Store. Also, this one here, Area Man Lives. This is actually one that we've known about for a really long time because we
tried it.
Yeah, we at what was that? PAX
East.
Yeah, PAX East in 2020. That was these people were there and showing off this game, and we talked to the developers and stuff. So this has been a long time coming, but this as well has launched on Quest Store for $20, $19.99. Haven't picked this one up yet as well. I probably will. I'll try it out.
It's the first of its kind to use your voice to do things. Like you actually speak back into them.
Yeah, and I don't even remember a whole lot about it, to be honest. It's been so long since we talked to them. But awesome. I'm pretty sure we put out a video talking to the developers a long time ago on the channel if you go back a ways from 2022 at PAX, very beginning of 2022, or 2020, very beginning of 2020. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, supposedly there's a guy stuck in this radio broadcast tower and doesn't know what's going on out there and has communication and stuff, and you kind of play through that. But yeah, really
pretty cool. So let me know if you guys have tried it out, played it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. It's definitely. Oh, I did want to mention this too. This came out, the BoboVR B2 Dock. So essentially, what this is, we love the BoboVR M2 Pros, the M1 as well. We usually use the M2s ourselves, but this is essentially a battery pack, and I have not even used it yet. But this is got a little dock. Your battery docks onto this, and then this attaches to any head strap. So you don't need the BoboVR M2 or the M1 head strap itself. This battery pack will work with any head strap, and then it has the cable that comes up that plugs into your headset, and it's hot swappable. So if you have more than one of these batteries, I think the batteries themselves are like $30, but it's hot swappable. I love these batteries. I mean, all the time I make sure these things are charged because we'll be playing Population 1 and we'll be playing for a long time, and my battery goes dead. All I got to do is reach back in my head, pull this off, grab one off the shelf, pop it back on, and we're back in business.
Don't have to take the headset off.
Yeah, for
you
a
can
while
do it
longer.
literally blind.
I do it all the time that way.
Put it back on. I know.
So pretty cool. These are available on Amazon as well. I think the link's probably in the description. So if you've been wanting a battery pack like this, but you don't want to buy the actual head strap, Great way to go.
Already.
Yeah, great way to go. You can use this on the
this
Elite
will go
strap
on the
or
soft strap too, even.
Soft strap, Elite strap. Yeah, I mean, I mean, this is how my headset is all the time, right here.
Me too.
With the BoboVR M2 Pro.
I know, mine's sitting right back here.
Yeah,
too,
I mean, it's always on there, so I love that thing. I mean, the comfort, counterbalance, it's great head strap if you need one. But yeah,
VR cover, the Bobo M2 extra battery, and the Apto Wasp Gunstock.
Yep.
Done.
And the engineered AF clip-on headphones if you can get them. Mine are actually, I actually haven't popped mine back on. I've done a little bit of traveling with mine, and I usually take them off to travel because they don't fit my cases with them staying on the headset. But I need to pop those back on. But
when are we gonna get like an unofficial audio head strap, like a really good one?
I mean, Oculus doesn't have a good history of making head straps though. I mean, the Elite strap's breaking all the time.
Unofficial, not official.
Oh, I thought you said official.
Like from somebody else. Like that's the one thing I think we're missing accessory wise, right?
Yeah, I think engineered AF and BoboVR need to team up or something because that would be.
That's true.
That would be a good combo right there if they could get, I mean, because the engineered AF clip-on headphones just sound so good. I haven't had any. I mean, other than the Index, I mean, the Index is, hard to beat, but anything other than that, I mean, it's just like the CV1, and I loved CV1 audio. So.
Yep. Pass-through charging? Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
I only plug in the battery while it's on the headset.
Yeah, you just plug it straight into the battery. It'll charge the headset and your battery. Was the Mamut Wasp video? Did I have the audio on that one too?
Did you just say a cow word? Did you say Mamut?
Mamut Apto Wasp. I turned the audio down. I think I might have had the audio playing on that too, but it wouldn't have been anything other than you hearing the clip sounds and us putting together the Gunstock and stuff. But yeah, check that thing out. I don't know how long supplies are going to last. I know the Mamut stuff sells out so fast if I get my words out, but their stuff sells out really fast a lot of times. So if you are interested in one of these, I definitely wouldn't wait too long. They'll obviously get them back in stock, but yeah, definitely check it out. So
let's go play Contractors. Mod maps.
Call
of Duty.
We got the wife's nephew's birthday is today.
Cool.
So I might have a little bit of time though. I think she's out shopping right now, so I might have a little bit of time.
I think my nephew's here. I saw him at one point in chat. Wife must be on my wife's phone, I think.
Nice. Good stuff. But seriously, thanks everybody for hanging out. We know we've been a little MIA. We'll be getting back into it hopefully here pretty soon, getting some more content pumped out because we haven't put out much content. But yeah, and if you want to play, I know Meat Waters, I think, was talking about playing some Demeo. I wouldn't mind hopping in there at some point in time, so let me know.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. What else are we playing? Pop 1? We playing Pop 1 stuff. We're still playing Pop 1.
I love Pop 1. It's so good. It's so much fun. It's so addicting.
Wait. Oh, did you see Speaking of, did you see like the Contractors have like night modes now on some of the maps?
Oh yeah, dude, the mod maps in Contractors are so good. And it's on the Quest now. Like you used to have PCVR version of Contractors play the mod maps.
And you don't have to download them separately either.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it because we were playing. I was hopping into maps and I was just going in. There was an update that happened before I went in, and I didn't have to download it. Like usually, if you go into a lobby that's playing a map you don't have, you have to sit there and wait for it to download. It just went right in. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I never downloaded that map. So that's pretty cool.
It's crazy.
His engineered AF is in chat, and he said, I'm guessing maybe he was, I don't know what he was saying to, maybe the whole,
being in stock with
maybe working with Bobo, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure if they're back in stock yet. I know he was working on them. He was working on some injection molding stuff that was going to help ramp up the speed. Did he say that in there? I see him in chat.
He's about 2/3
working on injection molds, about 2/3 of the way through. Awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah,
love those things. I will definitely order another set once he gets that done, just to have an updated version of the new injection molds. But
I know
awesome
I still need a set. I still go to these ones.
Yeah.
I still use these, but it's like once I would have something on that I love that much, I'll never take it off.
It's so nice. And I get questions about those all the time, and so hopefully they come back in stock here pretty soon so I can send people to them. But yeah, good stuff. But all right, we got to get out of here. Maybe we'll go play something.
Let's roll.
I don't know where the ending scene is.
It's okay.
I think I lost
just do our own. Don't sing us out.
You want to sing us out?
No, I'm not singing us out. Don't you dare click on that.
Don't
you dare. No, don't do it. All right.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler, and this is Sean. We are Rendered Reality, and this is Coffee and VR.
It's gorgeous. It's so good. Tyler's face killed me when I came back. No, it's so good. It's so good. All right, let's get out of here. See ya.
All right.
Later. I got into VR in 2016. That was when we first we got the Rift.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, it worked.
There he is. How about
Perfect.
that?
We're lucky to be here. I will admit that. My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality, and we were definitely up late playing some VR last night.
Yeah.
Hole is bigger.
That's what I was thinking.
It's not always better.
Let's keep it PG, boys.
I mean, right? We don't know like how much
Right,
sound
I
is coming
agree.
out of it.
It's true.
Right.
Is there more sound coming